Chennedy Carter is gone from the Sky. The Sky are not keeping Chennedy Carter.
Have you seen the buzz around Chennedy Carter? The Chicago Sky just released her, and now her tweets are making waves. It's a hot topic right now. Sure, players get cut all the time, but this situation stands out. Carter's talent isn't in question, but there's more happening behind the scenes. The Sky's decision wasn't just about her abilities, it was about team chemistry and the bigger picture.
There was concern within the team how re-signing Carter would impact the Sky's chance of landing other free agents. So as much as anything, it was about the fact that, if she's there, other players won't play.
The Sky's management had legitimate concerns about Carter, fearing that keeping her on the roster could discourage potential free agents from signing with the team. Imagine a player being so polarizing that other stars hesitate to play alongside them. That's a major problem for any franchise aiming to build a competitive squad. But here's the catch. This wasn't just about Carter's talent or behavior. The Sky's decision centered on team chemistry. They wanted an environment where everyone could thrive, and they felt that might be difficult with Carter in the mix.
According to multiple league sources, players were unhappy with the dynamic created in the locker room last year due to Carter's behavior, which went unchecked by former coach Reese.
You might be wondering what exactly Carter did to spark all this controversy. The full details remain unclear, but it's evident that tensions in the locker room went far beyond minor disagreements. We're talking about the kind of friction that can fracture team unity. The Sky's management knew they had to make bold decisions, not just based on on-court performance, but also on how players meshed off the court. In basketball, where chemistry is everything, that kind of dynamic can make or break a team.
So obviously, it appeared, according to Annie, that when it came to Chennedy Carter, she was the reason why Teresa Weatherspoon got fired. Not Angel Reese, which people thought. That everyone thought it was her catering to Angel Reese in the offense. Turns out it was her catering to Chennedy Carter.
The Sky made a bold gamble, parting ways with a talented player in hopes of building a stronger, more cohesive team. They're betting that this move will help attract free agents and create a more stable locker room. It's a high-stakes decision, and only time will tell if it pays off. But just when you thought the Chennedy Carter saga couldn't get any wilder, she turned up the heat. Taking to Twitter, she didn't hold back. Her posts came swinging like she was chasing a championship.
I will say this, is she 100% done this? No. Did she mention Angel Reese by name? I don't know, but I mean, this seems like a very much shot at that player, or at least a shot at the other WNBA player.
Can you believe it? It's the middle of the night, and Carter's fingers are moving faster than a killer crossover. She's firing off tweets like she's trying to set a new record. And honestly, she just might have. Now, you're probably thinking, what could she possibly say to set the internet on fire? Well, buckle up, because this is where things get juicy. Carter starts off with what seems like an innocent tweet. Just a casual mention of layups. But wait, who's been criticized for struggling with layups? That's right, her former teammate, Angel Reese.
She tweeted out, "I think the ability to consistently make layups just puts anyone in a different tier. So important to score easy."
Suddenly, everyone's connecting the dots. Carter seems to be throwing shade at Reese, and the basketball world is on fire. But she's not done. Retweeting fans, tossing jabs, and fueling drama like she's cooking up the spiciest gumbo. Then, just when things might cool down, she drops a cryptic tweet. "I just focus on me and my craft, not bothered by spins." Playing it cool while keeping the controversy alive. Classic Carter.
Look, I get it. We were watching Unrivaled yesterday and Dejanay was missing layups. Kate Martin was missing layups. It was really bad in that second game yesterday. But still, what player is notorious for missing layups? What player might be best known for missing layups? Obviously, her now former team.
Carter is running a social media masterclass, calling the shots with every post. But she doesn't stop at tweets. She jumps into Twitter Spaces, facing fans and critics head-on like it's her own unfiltered press conference. Just when the drama seems maxed out, Angel Reese gets dragged into the storm. That layup tweet? Not so random after all. It was a direct shot, and it landed like a buzzer beater.
So Chennedy Carter has called out Angel Reese in a huge Twitter crash out, which is mad. Which is absolutely mad. She is gone from the Sky, and it seems like she has called out Angel Reese.
Is Angel Reese caught up in this? Simple. Her struggles with layups are no secret in the WNBA. But for Carter to call her out? That's like stealing the ball from your own teammate. The basketball world is buzzing, waiting to see Reese's next move. Will she fire back on Twitter, or let her game do the talking? Fans are locked in like it's the final seconds of a tied game. This drama is far from over.
Bad word about Angel Reese, a person. But it is one of those things where it probably was frustrating watching her shoot 40% on layups. But maybe Chennedy Carter was just trying to have to deal with her, and it is hard for an organization to deal with Chennedy Carter. Like, it really is. Like, she's not an easy person to deal with. She's not an easy player to deal with.
Here's where it gets intriguing. Reese has stayed completely silent. No tweets, no Instagram stories, just radio silence. It's like she's gone into stealth mode. And sometimes, as they say, silence speaks louder than words. Some are backing Carter, saying she's just telling it like it is, while others think it's a cheap shot. The WNBA fan base is split down the middle, like a tied game in double overtime. And it's not just the fans, it's got other players on edge wondering how this drama will unfold.
You ate down, not gonna lie.
Can you feel the tension in the locker room right now? But don't get too comfortable, because this story is far from over. Some analysts are saying this could send shockwaves through the entire league. Team dynamics, player relationships, everything. Carter didn't just drop a pebble in the WNBA pond, she tossed in a boulder. Now you're probably thinking, okay, Carter's stirring things up, but is she worth all this drama? Let's break it down. Talent versus trouble. Carter's got game, no doubt. She can light up the scoreboard with the best of them, but the real question is all that talent worth the chaos that comes with it?
You control your own pick, but you're maybe 2 to 3 years away from being contending team if you keep Angel and Camilla. You're a couple of drafts away and you've got a lot of draft picks, so that's the big thing that you're really looking to do. But at the same time, Chennedy Carter helps you this season.
Coaches think they can tame Carter's fiery side, while others wouldn't touch her with a 10-foot pole. It's like playing Russian roulette with your roster, and Carter's the bullet. But why take that kind of risk? Here's the twist. The Sky's GM actually praised her talent, saying she has the potential to make a major impact at the highest level in the league. High praise, right? But at the same time, they're discussing roster changes that could make her fit with the team a real challenge. It's a tough balancing act.
This year, the Sky GM are not giving Carter a qualifying offer. She had an incredible season for us last year. Pagliacca said in a statement provided sometimes she's extremely talented and is a player that can impact the game at the highest level in our league. We absolutely appreciate all she did for our team last year. However, we've made changes to our staff and we'll be making changes to our roster. Those changes impact Kennedy's fit on the team, so we want to give her the best opportunity as a free agent.
It's like they're saying, yeah, she's incredible, but then you start thinking about her off-court behavior. It's not just Twitter drama. Some analysts say Carter's been tough to manage in the locker room too. It's as if she's bringing the same tension from social media right into the team huddle. But here's the twist. Carter's not just causing chaos, she's got the stats to back it up. When she's on the court, she makes plays that have you thinking, wow. The problem is, all the off-court noise is drowning out her on-court brilliance. It's like watching an amazing movie, but the person next to you won't stop talking.
Player, while she's had her best season overseas and is winning sportsmanship awards. I still think in hindsight, probably not a great idea, but the fact that Chennedy Carter she's Chennedy Cartering her way out of the league.
Can you believe some teams are still lining up to sign her? It's true. While everyone's focused on the Twitter drama, some GMs are quietly thinking, maybe we can be the ones to turn this around. It's a classic high-risk, high-reward situation. But here's the million-dollar question. Can Carter's talent outweigh the drama? Some say she's just misunderstood, while others see her as a ticking time bomb. The WNBA world is more divided on this than a perfectly executed pick and roll. So, where could Chennedy Carter land next? After all this chaos, you might wonder who would want to sign her. Well, brace yourself. Some big names are seriously considering adding Carter to their roster.
Be nice. Why do I think she's going to be an ace? I think she's going to be an ace because the aces need one more spot and one more player. Like, especially if Kelsey Plum leads.
First up, we've got the Las Vegas Aces. Can you believe it? They're already stacked with talent, but they're eyeing Carter like she's the missing link to their championship puzzle. It's like they're one player away from total dominance, and they think Carter could be that game changer. But here's the twist. What if they lose Kelsey Plum? Carter could step right in and fill those shoes. Next, the Seattle Storm are keeping a close eye on her. You might think, aren't they rebuilding? Yup. But they see Carter as the spark they need to revitalize their roster and get back to championship contention. It's like they're saying, sure, there's risk, but have you seen what she can do on the court? And don't count out the Indiana Fever. They may be the underdogs, but they could pull off the biggest surprise of all. They're looking at Carter like she's the piece they need to elevate their game.